Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in a building, baby. We going to the top. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad. Peep Squad, hit that notification bell, baby. Know each and every time I drop a video and be the first one to comment. So let's get into it. Happy New Year's, baby. Happy New Year's Eve. I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed New Year's and everything that you want come true. And it manifests, baby. For real, for real. What's going on with my peeps and my peoples? Peep Squad is in a building, baby. So let's get to it. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. No, Love and Hip Hop New York, season 10, episode 4. Like, OMG, what's going on? It seems like, Chrissy, she's stepping up and doing what she gotta do, and also Yandy stepping up too as well. Kimbella and Jonathan are stepping up and doing what they're supposed to do to make sure the show ride, but they need to do a little bit more. And it seems like Rich Dollaz is doing the same thing he's been doing and he has been doing forever, finding a young chick on the show and basically cuddling up to her, and that's it. And then basically take her on a whirlwind. You remember last season he was with Anais and that situation went deadly wrong, like really bad, and Jonathan was so mad at Rich, but now he's hooking him up. Hey, what's up, Haskins? How you doing? I'm just like, what is going on? Rich Dollar has not changed. He got the same storyline, doing the same thing. Promised a young woman fame and fortune and everything else. Hey, Phil Bosch, how you doing? What's going on? What's popping with you? Happy New Year's, baby. We're going into a new decade, baby. We're going into 2020, y'all. We here, baby. We here. For real. So Rich Dollaz is doing the same thing that he's been doing, basically, like, getting a young chick and basically promising her the world. He gonna do this, he gonna do that for her, and we already know how he's gonna end. He gonna end up having sex with her. He's gonna tell her she needs to sign a contract because he can't be doing this shit for free and all this other stuff. Like, yo, Rich, you gotta change up. Rich is still the same, still doing the same thing. OMG. And that's why him and Mariah Lynn has been going back and forth on Twitter. Nothing much. I'm just chilling. I am going to get drunk tonight. I know you are. You better have a good time. You got to do what you want to do and have a good time, baby. Why not? Why not have a good time? Why not? Shit, you don't do it every night. And if you did, that's your business. But hopefully you're not doing it every night. So. But yeah, it's a new year. Time to relax. We done made it through. And then basically pick up everything and keep it moving and make it a great year for real, for real. Rich Dollaz is bogus. Him and Stevie J are clowns. I know. Rich Dollaz got this young lady, Genesis. I don't know what is her name, Jennison. And, basically, she's crazy. Like, she don't watch the show, but maybe she's just trying to get on because, if anything, she should be trying to get next to Remy Moore, Papoose, or Fat Joe. She should be trying to get with somebody that's really going to do something for her, for real. Not just try to get in her drawers. I was just like, they just doing the most. But it looks like Love and Hip Hop Miami is going to be off the chain. It looks like it's going to be off the chain. Rich is foul. Rich is foul. Hey, Miss Lakers, how you doing? Thank you so much. Happy New Year's. For real. So let's get into this situation with Tahirah and Joe. We know nothing's going to happen between them because Tahirah does not like, Joe at all. Basically, she's back on the show. It's a storyline for her and Mena. Mena acting like she's going to hook Tahirah up with Joe. Joe ain't going back to, Tahirah. He's still with Cyn. Him and Cyn are still together. It is what it is. Hey, Alice, how you doing? What's going on? What's popping? So, it is what it is with that situation. Like, they gave us a little previews, like they was going to try to make it work because, Joe and, Tahirah's been together they was together for a long time. They had ups and downs, and they was on TV filming before they was even getting paid to film. And so, it is what it is with this situation. So, I was like, okay, it's okay. So she's basically going to get Joe dressed, and Joe was like, it's kind of weird that you getting my ex-girl getting me dressed to go to her ex-girl's wedding. Yes, it is weird. Joe is not trying to have that situation happen because hey, what's up, Candy Girl? How you doing? Happy New Year's to you too, and God bless you too, boom. Keep up the good work. Check out Candy Love's YouTube channel. She be coming through. Thank you so much for the support, Candy Love. And so you have that situation with Joe knows that, Cyn will go for some shit. They'll play their storyline like they gonna play their storyline, but there ain't too much he gonna do. And so basically, it is what it is. Joe is actually talking about that he has beat addiction. He doesn't want to be reminded of anything from 2010 to 2015 at all. I don't trust Jonathan. He's a flip-flop. Oh, Jonathan is just a mess. Jonathan's back on them drugs, baby. Jonathan that almost fell on his face tonight episode. Jonathan making all them crazy faces again. Jonathan's back on that shit. Juju is being messy now, Miss Woods. Juju, she really doesn't really serve a purpose on the show. What does she do on the show? She don't really serve a purpose. She's like a, furniture. She just been around so long, and she hops and hops to different, franchise. But Juju's basically she don't get in trouble. She's about her business. She go to school. She got her education. She's in real estate. She does this. She does that. Basically all the whole nine. But you know how it is. She got to do something because right now she's like furniture on the lawn. Basically, she ain't giving us nothing at all. Kendrick. It is dry. It is dry, Candy. The relationship with Safaree seems dry, yes. It seems like Safaree's going to be out here chasing again because, I don't know, don't seem like Safaree might be, who knows what Safaree's going on with his mind, because allegedly, when he proposed to Erica Mena, he already proposed to a girl in Jamaica. Then on top of that, you got Erica Mena coming out here going at Nicki Minaj, trying to say that she got nudes of Nicki Minaj, allegedly, and put them on Twitter. Like, why you guys still worried about, Nicki Minaj? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's kind of boring because we just seen Erica Mena being jealous. And, it doesn't, the people that she's being jealous of really don't want Safaree and really don't feel Safaree that way at all. Hey, what's up, the queen? Love Bug, what's going on? Number one, how you doing? Happy New Year's, baby. We in this building, baby. So, Joe Budden is basically, he's on his situation where he wants Tahirah to stop calling him a womanizer. He doesn't want to be addressed as a womanizer at all because he said from 2010 to 2015, them were his bad days. But now he's on the grind, and Joe is definitely on his grind, baby. He got all types of TV shows, deals, all types of things. Joe just blew up once he let them drugs go, and once he just got focused. He got that, once he got back into that bag, especially with Complex and with Academics and them, he took that shit and went to the top with it. And he has in stock Erica. Now Nikki will get her all the way together. Where the Bobs are definitely going to get her together. It's going to be what it's going to be. So, they're both going to go to, Safaree's wedding and Erica Mena's wedding. It's kind of played out now having a reality TV special wedding. Unless you popping, like you got to be popping. You got to be lit for somebody to be like, okay, you getting married on reality TV. Oh, we're really interested. Not since, Yandy did the old fakey doke on us. And, she had that big old wedding. Turns out she ain't even married to Mendices. Safaree and Erica got into a fight, and all why she's pregnant. It's gonna keep going on and on. I was hoping for Juju and Safaree to me too, but Safaree wanted to go a whole nother way, and he definitely sure did. So we got Yandy here, we have Juju here, Jonathan's there, Rich Dollaz is with the new girl, Jeniski, he's with her. I just way too much going on with this situation. Yandy, they're basically talking about Erica, because they don't really feel Erica, nobody in this room really like Erica, because Jeniski wants to do music with Safaree. I was like, that's your hopes. I would have been trying to do music with Remy Ma, so she wants to do music with, Safaree. Because it's gonna be some drama, and they was like, oh, Erica's jealous, Erica's this, Erica's that. Erica ain't gonna let you do no music with him and Blase and the third. And it's like, you guys are sweating Erica Mena. They don't want Erica Mena there. It seems like they cannot stand her at all. I feel you, Haskins. I feel you, Team Chrissy. I'm telling you, but in the comments, let me tell you, in the comments, it's just like majority of the comments are coming at Chrissy. I'm telling you, they're coming at Chrissy. So So right now, Yandy's basically saying she don't know about Erica Mena. She had a bad relationship with Erica Mena. Bad things happened to Erica Mena when they was together, when they was doing the situation. Kimbella, attacked Eric. Well, they attacked each other, and that situation happened. Yandy introduced Erica Mena to Rich Dollaz, just like now Jonathan is introducing Rich Dollaz. I guess they be finding the new girls that they can pluck off the street and bring them to Rich Dollaz to beautify them up, put get a show for them, get something going on for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with that situation? I was like, yo, this episode was really based around Geneski's showcase. Like, why do we really care about a showcase? Number one, and number two, all these guys at her showcase, you don't even know her. You don't know her music. We don't know nothing. But yet everybody's at the showcase. Like, this is all y'all had planned to do for one episode, was take us to her showcase. Even though it went down. She had, Corey Guns was in the building. We love Corey Guns over here. He's an ill lyricist. So it was all good to see Corey Guns all day, every day, baby. But, I was like, yo, we're really focusing on her event where all the drama's going to pop off. But at least they came through. Joe didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? And Remy Ma and Papoose didn't show up. So that's why I say I like, when the cast all films together, like, people don't get special treatment. And I understand why they get special treatment when it comes to Joe, Remy Ma, and Papoose, because they've been doing this for a long time. They're vets, and they have a lot going on, and they ain't got time to sit at this girl showcase. They ain't got time to be at her showcase. Chrissy, it's like Floyd Mayweather. Oh, Lord, Miss Laker. Phil, Erica Mena just needs to slap Rich Dollaz just for the fun of it. I know, and get it out the way. Like, slap him up a couple of times. It was so messed up. I think it was the second episode when Rich Dollaz said he wanted to spit in Erica Mena's face. I was like, no, he didn't. And Joe Budden had to notice that. I know you did. Latifah, where is the... I don't know. So I was just like, so it's like, Yandy's talking about the situation with Erica Mena, and it's just like, oh man, like, we're gonna hear, like, now we know that it's gonna seem like Yandy's gonna be getting into arguments and situations when it comes to Chrissy, and also she's gonna be getting into it with Erica Mena. Then it seems like Erica is basically trying to take shots at Cyn, trying to hook Tahirah up with Joe, which we know Tahirah and Joe don't want each other no more. Joe, he has an age limit, you know what I'm saying? Just like Rich Dollaz has an age limit, these guys has a well, she should slap him from showing for season 7 of Love and Hip Hop. Oh my goodness. And then, Rich Dollaz was after her not too long ago, and, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and he was chasing her down. Hey, Dimples47, how you doing? Chrissy is really showing her jealousy. Well, I think it was one of them moves where if somebody you don't like, you can't stand, and you ain't feeling them, and then you can pull a boss move by saying, oh no, I don't want somebody to work with you, or you know what, I'm gonna shut that down. I think that was the type of move that Chrissy was trying to pull with Yandy. And it's like, damn, don't stop a sister from eating, especially if she's building and trying to help the community or whatever. But I understand the boss move, and I understand people will hate on you. You can get blackballed, and indeed you can do stuff to make people that don't want to mess with you. But I wouldn't try to, take money out of somebody's plate unless they was my enemy. Like, they really got to be my enemy. Like, when I see them, it's on sight. So anywhere that you go and you try to be at, and you're trying to get a step in hand, I might stop that situation. And like, like, if you're like my enemy from, like, crazy enemy, like a crazy enemy where, like, we see each other, it's on sight. I can't stand you, you can't stand me. You did something so detrimental to me that hurt me so much, where I'm carrying this anger around. And usually I don't carry anger around. But I think Chrissy was trying to push up. Thank you, Miss Laker. You took the word out of my mouth. What did Miss Laker say? My two love bug. Chrissy used to be one of my favorites. I'm telling you, Chrissy, I'm telling you, I for some reason, people are not feeling Chrissy this season. I don't know, what did they expect for what did they expect for her to come back? She was gonna come back in the same situation, because they left at the same situation with her and Yandy. It'd be nice but Yandy's not acting like she's all innocent either. She's picking too as well, and she's being shady too as well. Like, she was shady tonight, like the shit that she said. Now if Christy decides to drag Yandy for calling her an old 50-year-old 50-year-old woman and said since she don't got no kids, you can't understand that, coming for her womanhood or whatever. Now, if she decides to see her at the reunion, starts to drag her, it's going to be like, oh, Chrissy's a troublemaker, but this girl is in her confessional talking buku shit. You know what I'm saying? So, Yandy is fake. So it is gonna be what it's gonna be like, but the situation of them beefing, it don't make no sense. It's 8 years ago. Jim Jones is where he's at today. Yandy's where she's at today. They chose to move away from Yandy because they didn't like the way that Yandy was moving. How Chrissy didn't like the way she was moving and bragging and saying this and saying that, and basically being joyful because Yandy was young too, and it was a balling area. I'm balling, and basically I got money. You in the club, you drinking, you dancing around. So Yandy is basically, she's bragging and being boisterous about her accomplishment, but basically her accomplishment is just sitting right next to her. So then that was the situation. But I don't think Yandy would do that today. If she's working with somebody, she's not gonna say I'm getting checks with this person, this and that. She's on a whole different level. But it makes no sense why they still beefing. But it seems like they can't even have a conversation. What I would like is for Yandy and Chrissy to sit down and have a referee, let one person speak and let the other person digest it, and then let them respond, because clearly they can't communicate at all, because it turns into I want to beat you up, it turns into you don't know what you're talking about, it turns into I'm walking away. Then we got to continue going on with this Yandy and Chrissy situation, and all they need to do is sit down and talk. They're old enough and they have business minded. Why can't they just sit down and have a conversation? Because it's not that deep. Jim is in a whole lot of freaking trouble. Her man just getting out of drugs. But and Yandy do be bragging or whatever about what she has, and we have to take into account that she worked really hard for that shit or whatever. But we also got to take into account too that she had a big time drug dealer. A big time drug dealer that's moving keys. Moving weight, him and his family. And so therefore they had to clean the money. How do you think they clean the money? They clean the money through Yandy and her business. So that's a helping stone that she had too as well. I don't want to take away from her education and her college, but she was dealing and living with one of the biggest drug dealers ever. So you're gonna tell me she wasn't cleaning money through her business? Of course she was. Yandy didn't take a low blow with the no kids remark. She sure did. Yandy should have said what she said. She lied and said she didn't throw shade over Chrissy's house. Yeah, and Chrissy said that you don't have to, if you was throwing shade, it's okay. I really don't care because I know you guys' personalities. If you did, you did. I'm going to move on. But they did move on from that situation. Then a whole nother situation occurred. And I believe they basically really trying to make Yandy and Chrissy, go against each other, because that's where their ratings is coming from, because it don't seem like anybody else is putting in work. Just apologize and get them bags. Amen to that. Hawkins, Yandy needs to worry about if Mendeecees is going to come home and stay with her in their fake marriage. Miss Lakers, Chrissy's doing real estate. You can't manage my money. She can't her finance by boo. I really if you watch the last review that I did, to order to get into that business that Chrissy's in, you have to deposit $3,500 automatically, and you have to be involved with community service and things doing like that or whatever. So anytime you're going to invest your money, you got to check it out. And she ain't even with Jim Jones. You know what I'm saying? She's been in Miami for 4 years. I think they have such a good friendship and a good type of relationship where they can come together and get a bag, whatever the case may be. Because before, back in the day, she would not let Jimmy out of her sight like that for years. Years. Chrissy's doing real estate. I know a lot of people were saying that Chrissy's real estate shit is fake and fugazi, but I did some research. I didn't see her name. But if you got to do all your research if you want to, get into that situation. So I was just like, it don't make no sense that they're still arguing and they're still beefing. And then we got this dude Fresher. He wants to bring, what's her name? Genesis. I don't know her name. Genesis or whatever. We're just gonna call her Jen. bring Jen out the hood, and he's gonna take care of her. He's gonna do this. He want her to get a butt job. He want to get a breast job. He wants to get her a nice flashy car. He wants to get her a nice apartment and all this other stuff. I was like, you wildin', baby. When you can't even take care of your own family, you still living in the hood, baby. And you guys are thanking Christ and your Lord and Savior that you are able to move out, and you haven't even moved out yet. You're about to move out. So how are you gonna be taking money and putting towards, Genesee? How are you gonna put money towards whore? How are you gonna help her? And it seems like, you kind of liking her, and why are you touching on the girl's hands like that? Then on top of that, why you got your crazy, children's mother out here wilding like this? Like, I wouldn't do business with you and your baby mama show up. Any woman, like, who does shit like this? That you chasing down a man and beating up the girls that he's talking to? Therefore, if you gotta fight to keep him, then you don't need him. If you gotta fight to keep her, then you don't need him. Like, who lowers their self? Like, I'm gonna fight with this female tonight. I'm gonna go home and lay up in the bed with him. You are used goods, baby. You are goods that nobody don't even want, because you out here chasing and making sure he ain't doing this, and he's skeeting all over the place. You know what I'm saying? It seems like Genesee, she's going to be with Rich Dollaz. I don't know if she had sex with Rich Dollaz yet or not, but Rich Dollaz is gonna get them draws. He gonna get it. Fresher is the new creep squad. Fight for what? His baby mother be out here wild. She call herself the groupie beater, the groupie killer, the groupie assassinator. Like, come on, like, you know how desperate you looking? You got your kids on camera, and you guys out here wilding like this, and you know that man ain't no good. You know that man's been cheating on you for 20 years. He been cheating on you since you was in high school. That's why you got them broad shouldered. That's why you look like a linebacker in a football play, because you had to fight the woman. You had to fight all your life to keep the woman off your man, and he just smile and grin in your face and keep doing it. I was like, miss me with that. Dimples 47. Yandy has other things going on. She's setting up these teenagers to start their own. Yes, she is. She's doing that. She's handling her business. She definitely is. But we can't close a blind eye to act like, she didn't get money from her. She didn't get money from Mendices. He's a big time. He was carrying keys and weight. He was the connect. I mean, the connect to Mexico. He was the connect to Cuba. You don't think that, it's good to say, yes, she did try hard, but you already know that for her to have all these different businesses and do all this stuff over the years while she was with Mendices, that it was drug money all day, every day. It is what it is. But she's actually giving back to the community, and that's cool, and she's putting teenagers to work. And then on top of that, she is doing prison reform, and she was out there when the prisoners, they lost heat, gas, and light, and they was out there freezing. She was out there protesting, yelling, screaming, and the whole nine. And she's actually, working with a woman that was locked up. So it's like, she's doing the damn thing. She's definitely doing the damn thing. And so here is the woman annihilator. She's over here annihilating anybody that talks the pressure. Like, how do you expect him to be in the music business? Like, do you want him to only work with men? And this is a story that we keep seeing over and over on every Love and Hip Hop. A man, he's a producer. He's trying to sign the orders. His baby's mother or his wife is jealous and don't want him to work with a woman. Like, come on, who does that? Like, it's about the bag and get the money. He's gonna cheat on you. He's been cheating on you. Get the bag. I don't know if they're gonna get the bag with Genesee. I don't think so. If he's trying to pull all his eggs in one basket with Genesee and thinking that she's gonna bring him to the top and bring him to be successful, she's gonna blow up. I think you need to plant your eggs in a whole bunch of other baskets, because it don't seem like it's not gonna work out for you, because Rich Dollaz is coming in, and basically, it's gonna be what it's gonna be with that situation. She can rap, but I haven't heard any lyrics. She has a Foxy Brown type of voice. Like, she doesn't rap like Foxy Brown, but she has that deep voice like Foxy Brown. And then on top of that, she does have stage presence. But is she really dedicated? And is she dedicated to these dudes with their bullshit? You know what I'm saying? You never know. We got Mena. She's over here. She's upset. She's pissed off because she don't like Yandy. We understand why you don't like Yandy. You don't like Yandy. It is what it is. Mena, she admitted it, that she done talked about Yandy. She said some nasty things about Yandy behind her back, but not to her face. And she looks like a owl from that angle. That's the only one I can get. Hey, Yvonne, how you doing? Happy New Year's. Yandy can get 1 million other real estate bags without using Chrissy's Connect. Go away from me with that, Yandy. It seems like they're trying to pit each other towards each other because, nobody else is bringing it. And this is the problem with Love and Hip Hop New York. 1 minute they get people bringing it, and then they fire all of them people, and then they start all over, and then we got to go through this diluted, bullshit that they got going on. And they just need to start, doing something different. So Erica Mena, she's in her feelings because she doesn't want Yandy to come to the wedding. But Safaree had already invited Yandy to come through. So Yandy, but Yandy already declined. But Safaree done told, Erica Mena that, well, he's not going to invite her because Erica Mena made it pretty clear that she doesn't trust Yandy and she doesn't understand their friendship because every time she comes around, they quiet. Same thing that Yandy says. They don't have a big issue. So it seems like they're going to work it out. Yandy and, Erica Mena, they're going to work it out. It seems like they did this episode, but we'll see if it get a little bit more fugazi and a little bit more shady. It seems like Safaree can't keep it real. If you told him how to, if you showed him, if you planted the seed for him to keep it real and have it to grow, he can't do it. It's just like, yo, you need to step up and say something. And I understand why Safaree doesn't want to mess with Yandy because he had that situation with the producing credit and stuff like that with Masters of Music, which Yandy wanted some of it and he didn't want to share it, and he felt like Yandy was trying to take from him. And then they did get over that, but I think that left a bad taste in Safaree's mouth, so he didn't want to really mess with Yandy. He did Juju wrong. He was supposed to be friends with her, and he just stopped talking to her, and he just stopped, even like really having a conversation with her. I mean, like, even stop being cool with her. I don't know if he felt like she had something to do with him being robbed, because Juju was with, Safaree when he got robbed. It's just like he done cut Juju off and Yandy off, like, with the quickness. He's like, I'm moving fast. Safaree looks untrustworthy. Levon, scenes between him and Erica and Yandy. He looks like a lost child. He just looks like a kid. So is Mona Scott going to pay child support for Erica and Safaree's baby? Who knows? Black women don't know how to work together and build a empire and stop feuding. Yeah, that's a lot of us that do. As you said, this is on TV and this is what we see, and this is what the producers want us to see. Yandy and them two going back and forth, because the people that Yandy is dealing with, there's a lot of black women she's working with, and the people that Chrissy are dealing with is a lot of black, that whole millionaire woman. If it's like I said, I searched it or whatever, but I didn't do a detailed like forensic search to make sure like this is the company, this is the title, the Better Business Bureau, and all that other stuff, and find out all the details about it. But it's a company full of a lot of black women, and that is very true. We need to work together and stop fighting towards one another, or stopping one another's bag. Like I said, you got to be my arch enemy. I mean, you had to do something so bad where I can't forgive you, where because I don't usually hold on to things, I just move on and keep going. But I don't see why she wanted to stop that bag, because that was going to be money. Like if Yandy was going to mess with that real estate company or whatever the case might be with Greg, and it seems like Greg is not keeping it well haunted either. Like, wouldn't that be money that's coming into Chrissy's pocket? Or maybe there's different sections and level of who of what you are in that company. So I think they have different stages. So Safaree says that he doesn't want Yandy to come. Basically, he's not gonna have her come, but he's not being honest. And then Safaree wasn't honest when it came to Lyrica. He let everybody on for a long time that he done slept with Lyrica and shit like that, and then come to find out he didn't. And then we have this situation where the ladies are talking, and I guess Chrissy said too much about who she's doing, Millionaire Ladies or whatever business that is, and with Greg. And then Yandy was like, I work with that company, I do business, blase and the third, you know what I'm saying? And Jonathan is over there coughing. He's really trying to get Yandy to shut up and stop running her mouth, stop talking about what she do, because Yandy talks too much. So Yandy is running off, and then basically Yandy's feeling a certain type of way that Chrissy doesn't want her working with this company, or Chrissy's acting like that she's lying or whatever. And then people are assuming that Chrissy doesn't want Yandy working with the company, and it's true, she doesn't. She said it. She said she stopped her bag. I'm just like, hey Sonny, what's going on? Oh Lord, hey, I'm just like, it don't make no sense why they beefing. Or point blank period. So So basically now Yandy's gonna do her research, and now Chrissy gonna do her research. I mean, like, they act like, Jim is that, it's like, I don't know what's going on with their situation, but it's like they can get over it. It's not a big deal. But now you got Chrissy stopping bags. I don't want you to do business with people I'm doing business with. Lord have mercy. And here goes Mr. Greggs. Mr. Gregg was like, I just had one phone call with Yandy, and when I hung up, and Yandy was like, I'm doing business. I'm writing checks. I'm cashing checks with Mr. Gregory. I don't know. His name is Greg. I think his name is Greg. Hey, Mike Carter, what's going on? What's popping? Oh, thank you so much, Dimple47. So I don't know what's going on with Greg. Greg is basically telling, Chrissy that he didn't do no business with, Yandy or whatever. He had one conversation, that was it. Yandy got pictures and shit like that. So Chrissy already knew if she actually told Greg to take down the picture that was posted to Instagram. So it seems like Chrissy stopped that bag a long time ago, and it was going to be brought up because it happened. I don't know if she stopped the bag or she didn't let the business go through because Greg is here. So it's all like a storyline because Chrissy feels like Yandy bit the first hand that fed her, aka Jim Jones. Yes, she does feel that way. She does feel that way. And she feels like, Yandy didn't respect, Jim Jones or her. She didn't respect the first bag, but she kept her bag because they all end up on a show together. It was popping or whatever. But, Chrissy is aggressive. And, if Chrissy didn't like certain things that Yandy was saying, just try to explain it to her. But when Chrissy tries to explain something to you, it comes off very aggressive. And she don't play no game. She's old school New York. She's old school 90s. Old school 90s is when somebody's up in your face moving their hand around, you automatically start swinging because you can either get cut, you can get a buck on your face, you can get a $1.60, or you can get beat down. So you gotta be careful because the 90s was a tough year. So you have to be tough and you have to play no games. And she's that hardcore New York that, anything that you do, if you try to test my character, test whoever I am, I'm going to give it to you. And she's on that level. And Yandy's like, I'm pretty, I'm having a good time, I'm having fun, I'm just joking. And Chrissy's not on that level. And that could have been easily worked out. But, this is TV. They ain't gonna work out shit like that. So, Chrissy go talk to homeboy. And he was like, I didn't do no business with her or whatever. We just had one conversation and that was it. So Yandy, she goes to meet the mayor of Newark. I think it's Newark that she went to go meet the mayor. And basically she's going to be rehabbing houses and she's going to be creating jobs for teenagers and kids and basically building up the community. So basically she is trying to buy lots in the hood and put houses up there. I was like, hey, do your thing, Yandy. And Yandy is talking to her business partner that was sitting at the table with her and basically was like, listen, baby, didn't we do business with Greg? And they're talking about they took pictures with Greg, they did business with Greg and all this other stuff. And they feel like Chrissy, had him take the photo down. So it seems like Chrissy is actually calling shots with this dude, Greg. It doesn't seem like, Greg is working for Chrissy. It seems like he's working for Chrissy. You know what I'm saying? Because Yandy said, you know what? I don't want to talk to, Chrissy anymore. I don't want to talk to the help. She was going to talk to Greg. But why is he moving? Imagine somebody call you that you're doing business with and they're your subordinate and they're telling you to take down a picture. You know what I mean? So you'll be like, what are you talking about? It's just like you calling your boss and saying, I don't like what you just posted. Could you please remove that? Unless it's something that's sexual or race, but this is just a picture. So it seems like they're 50-50 on the playing level. And if, he should have just told Yandy, what's up? Like, yo, I can't rock with you. I can't rock with you. Greg is like, he don't want to tell Chrissy the truth. I thought Chrissy said, do Yandy think she made Jim Jones? Yeah, that's what she said. She did say that. But it seems like Greg is not actually being honest. And then you got Yandy talking about, something else. And we got Safaree, basically, he feels like, he's going to go to the showcase, but he wants to talk to, to Hori because basically he feels like, he's not in a good place with Yandy, and basically Yandy and Erica feel like there's something going on, like they're both, because they're not speaking. It's like, okay, Yandy, you don't like Erica, and Erica doesn't like Yandy right now, so therefore when you guys are in the room together, you guys are not going to really speak and be like, hi, you're going to move on. Especially Erica Mena said that she was out here talking mad smack. So anyways, he gets Tahirah to come with him to go to the showcase to see Genesis or whatever her name is. and Jinsky, whatever. And so we have Yandy and Chrissy. They meet up, and basically it goes left. And Yandy was like, "Listen, I did do business with him. I cashed checks with him. I sent him checks. Ain't no checks gonna get cashed without me signing them." So this is what Yandy is saying to Chrissy. Chrissy was like, "There is nowhere, and all the documents that we have that you or with us or you doing business with Greg." And Yandy was like, "Yo, listen. It's not under Yandy. I have a company. It's under my company's name." And mostly people, they do business under their company's name. Greg lied and Safaree did. So they sitting up here lying. That's why Chrissy doesn't want to be business with Yandy. She doesn't think Yandy is trustworthy. Yandy could have made up lies about the business. You never know. We'll find out. It's gonna happen because you already know Chrissy ain't gonna let it go. My boss better remove what I say. Yvonne, she just invested dirty money in Miss Lakers. Greg lied and Safaree did too. No one would be at my wedding that do not like me, period. Amen. Like, why would you invite anybody to your wedding that you don't like, that they don't like you and you don't like them? Shit, you wildin'. So this is what Yandy said. Yandy was like, I invest under another name. And so that's probably why, if it's actually true, because we don't know. So if it's actually true, now Chrissy can look up the name. We're going to see Greg. And I was like, Greg, why are you sitting here? It seems like Greg said he definitely didn't do business with Yandy. Now, Yandy said she definitely did do business with Greg because can't no check get cashed without my signature. So she threw up the checks and signature. Like, she got a little bit more classy. Can't no checks get cashed without my signature, But she still got to throw in checks. And yes, Chrissy basically feels like Yandy disrespected the first hand that put food on her plate. And basically is still ungrateful. But it's 8 years, move forward. Could we move along? But Yandy was talking mad crap. She said Chrissy's like 50 years old. I'm surprised she didn't call her overweight. But she said, you know what, you're trying to stop a bag. You're trying to stop the feed my children's mouth. You wouldn't know anything about that. So she decides to drag you, Yandy. You said what you said in your confessionals. Don't take it back. Don't be like Eva. Eva Marcel will lie to your face, have it recorded, and tell you it's not true. Don't do it, baby. And so Chrissy, basically, she's pissed off. She was like, you don't dog people out like you did. You don't talk about people. You don't do people wrong. Do you think you gave Jim the opportunity? No, he gave you the opportunity, and all this other stuff. And basically, she just basically feels like Yandy is a liar. And Yandy's saying like, why are you calling me? I'm not calling you any names. And that's the worst way to start off a conversation, with saying you're a liar. You're a liar. Yes, but if you're trying to actually have a conversation, you're actually trying to build something or try to get past stuff and move forward, you don't start off saying you're a liar. You basically say, this is the problem, this is the situation that happened, and this is what I think. And so they went, but Chrissy gotta call her lie. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be. Yandy confessional, thugging it. Cause Yandy had the top off, she had the stomach show, and Mendici must not be home yet, cause Mendicis don't like her dressing like that. So Chrissy in that situation is gonna be what it's gonna be. Yeah, there she go with her outfit on. Yeah, she was. I like I have them same earrings too, but she got them in all colors. But them earrings are nice. Yeah, she's talking all types of crap. She's. I think she's wearing a tight up shirt just to show Chrissy, look, I'm still skinny. Yandy throws shade, but she throws really nice, soft shade where you got to pick it up on it. Chrissy isn't trying to move forward with Yandy ever. I don't think they're both trying to move forward either, because Yandy seems like she's trying to take the step forward, but she's throwing shade and she's, doing things too as well. Because there's no reason why, she had to question Chrissy all about this business. That whole situation was about, what's his name? Jonathan, that's back on that shit. Jonathan's back on it. You can't tell me any different. Like, just prowling. And basically, Jonathan was coughing to get her to stop. Like, yo, chill out. You telling her too much. You doing too much. But Yandy, that's what Yandy does. Hey, Tony. How you doing? What's going on? Happy New Year's Eve to all my peeps and my peoples. And we got Corey Guns in the building. And having Corey Guns there was really nice, too, as well, because he is such a lyricist. So he was there at the show. So they was at the show doing the damn thing. This is DJ Sussman. I remember having his tapes back in the day. He was there. Somebody else was there, but I didn't get who it was. Jeniski, she's there. Rich Dollaz and, Pressure, they're basically fighting over her. You already know what Rich Dollaz want, and you know what Pressure want too as well. Pressure ain't got the money to afford her, but Rich got the nice finer things that, he got the illusion. He's still getting checks from somewhere. He still made his mother still put some investments out here for him or whatever. But we already know how this situation gonna end. Rich wants to hit it. He don't care about her being successful, doing music, performing. He just want her in bed. He wants to argue with her. He wants to fight with her. And that's it. And he wants to make her jealous. That's what Rich does. And I can't believe Jinsky put on a good show. Yeah, she did. Her dancing her dancing is everything. Her dancing is on point. And so, but you know what? You never really hear the lyrics, but the dancing was on point. And Rich Dollaz and Pressure, but only thing is they made her look like she was a piece of meat, and it just seemed like the dudes was just there, to see which one can toss her up, which one can get her, which one got the game. It wasn't like it was all. And that's why I really respect Corey Guns. He was really listening to her lyrics and he wasn't lustering after her. Like all these guys are sitting over here lusting after her with Rich Dollaz and basically not thinking about her talent or her music. They're thinking about getting her in bed, tossing her up and passing her around. And she got to be smart enough to make sure that she doesn't become, that target because they just trying to hit. And that's it. And basically, she has to basically do what she needs to do. And that is get to where she needs to get. And don't give them nothing that they want from her. Only focus on the music and focus on bringing her career up and doing things to make herself better. Not, trying to please these guys or whatever because they just want what's between her legs. And they're going to talk. How many women have we seen Rich toss up? And he play these games with them. And she got to keep focused. Like, she's on this show. If I was her, every time this show ends, I would be on my Instagram, my Twitter. I'll be throwing out music out there. I'll be chilling. Like, you'll be seeing me. Like, people will be visible. I would be on, the Love and Hip Hop YouTube channel with VH1 typing in, talking to people, doing everything, basically, because you got to make yourself hot. And this is what people forgetting, that when Cardi B came on Love and Hip Hop New York, she was already popping. She already had 1 million and change people following her on Instagram. So it wasn't like she was an unknown. Like Jusky, she doesn't have that many people, but Remy Ma already had a following. K Michelle already had a following. She just got to keep building it up and don't be suckered in because straight up, you already know what Rich is about. And this dude can't do nothing for himself and his family. And if he got his girl out here wilding and chasing, she'll chase away the bag and chase away the money, and she's embarrassing. and Corey Guns was actually listening to her lyrics because he's actually a lyrical genius when it comes to putting music together, when it comes to just ciphers and rapping and just the words and the on-play and the double tendre that he does with his rapping, and just the vocabulary is just crazy. So you can hear him, you could just see that he was listening to the music and he was trying to get a feel of her music, and he's not that type of dude. He's a good dude. The rest of them wanted to get what was in between her legs, baby. They wanted some of that. People who be on TV shows are not stars. They are personalities with no talent. It be what it be. They get lucky. They trying to be the next Cardi B. Yup, she was even acting like Cardi B. Jen needs to chase Pressure away. Share. Thank you so much, Mike Carter. Check out Mike Carter's YouTube channel. Tony, thank you so much. I was just like, so now we got Jonathan. Jonathan's in his bag right now because, Tahirah knew what she was doing. She's going to tell Jonathan. She's going to tell Juju, hey, listen, Erica Mena's been trying to hook me up. Erica Mena's been trying to hook me up, with Joe. And Jonathan was like, oh, no, my best friend. Oh, no. Every week, Jonathan has a new best friend. Jonathan's yelling. He's screaming. He was like, oh, that's my friend. Oh, you're being used. You're a pawn. And, Juju's like, I'm not messing with that. Jonathan got a best friend. Last year was Kimbella. Last year was this person. It was that person. Now Cyn is his best friend. And so, only reason why Jonathan is cool with Cyn is because Cyn is connected to money, and that's Joe Budden's. So he gonna stay with the money. Jonathan ain't never stayed with nobody broke. He always stayed to the money and to the plug and to somebody that could give him an opportunity. He ain't gonna stay with none of y'all. Winegate, hey Mike, hey, what's up? How you doing? So it is what it is. Jonathan's talking buku shit. Jonathan's like, oh, you being used. And she was like, no, it's just the innocent thing, because we already know Tahirah doesn't want him, but Jonathan's making this a big situation. He's like, oh no, he's making all his coke faces and all his coke emotions. He's doing the most. And he's like, there Jonathan go. Where his when he get over, that's Jonathan. He's out there back on it. Cyn isn't mentally on Joe's level. No, she's not. And that's the way Joe wanted, because he picked her. And that's the way Joe always had it with the women, because he will always, get someone that's not able to be on his level with him, that's a lot younger, a lot naive too as well. And he pluck him right out the strip club that, has sob stories or whatever. But it is what it is. He's not going to date anybody his age. He's not going to do that. So he's never going to go with, Tahirah. She's on his level now, but he's a very smart guy. And I remember when Joe Budden was on marriage couples therapy, he was out talking to doctors, outshining them. They didn't know what to do with Joe Buttons. He was having a field day with them. Hey guys, new best friend every day. Make him believe Revlon. Who is that? Well, Jonathan, he be doing his thing. So now he is mad. He's upset. He's making all the faces. He's doing all the gestures. And basically, he's trying to call out to him. And Tahirah was like, since when is she your best friend? Jonathan got a cousin. He got a best friend. This is Jonathan making all his faces, just doing the most. I mean, Jonathan is just too funny, for real, for real. He be doing the most. But he could be shady. And he is mad shady when it comes to Kimbella. He be dissing Kimbella. Then here comes Pressure. Pressure basically is trying to get up on Jenna's schemes, like, yo, I need you to sign with me, this and that. And it was kind of funny, like, they're having this conversation, and all of a sudden, he grabs her hand, he holds her hand long enough before his football player comes in, and she start whiling out. She was like, oh, you want to pork it. And she's trying to fight the girl. But your man is the one that's holding her hand. Your man is there to see her. She's not there to see him. And Rich Dollar put that show together for her. So you came through because you are insecure, you've been cheated on multiple times, and you stay, and you're gonna go home at night and you're gonna cry, and your boyfriend is probably cheating on you right now, and you're probably driving around with your friends trying to look for him and find him, but he's somewhere up in the projects on the 3rd floor getting it in, baby. Let me stop. Because why is she trying to fight the girl? It's your man that's the problem. For you to just show up and be like, ready to go in, you don't even know, okay, what if he's actually about to sign this deal? He picked up her hand, was like, we can do this, we're team players, we can make this happen. She don't even trust him to hold another woman's hand, because you know what, he hasn't been faithful to her. You know what? She's supposed to be moving out the hood. And he probably told her promises like that forever. Now he's taking them promises and bringing it to Jinsky or whatever. Pressure is messy. He is. Jonathan got a new best friend every day. Maybelline, Revlon, Dark and Lovely, go on and on. You are so messed up, Miss Lakers, for that. Jonathan, I was noticing Jonathan be talking a lot of mess to the ladies or whatever the case is. But I was like, if any of these ladies, men, get upset with him, he ain't gonna want it with them, because, he got all that Revlon, Dark and Lovely. He got all that makeup and all that, facial reconstruction going on. So he be keeping it light and cute sometimes. But she comes in and she's just wilding out, doing the most, for no reason at all. Like, she's, she don't have to be that way. She should have just never showed up. He told you not to come, but you come anyway. You said you the stay-at-home mom, and then one minute you the stay-at-home mom, you raising the kids, and the next minute I'm his business partner. So what you putting? So you dropping money too? You dropping money too? If you dropping money too, that means that this could possibly be your orders, and this is possibly be your bread and butter. So why are you coming in there doing that? Because you know what? You've been hurt and you broken, and this man gonna continue to cheat on you. You're gonna continue to look like a fool, and now you brought your ass on TV to show the world that you a fool. So Jinsky, she's been like, Jinsky can't beat that woman up. She can't beat that football player up at all. So, she's dancing, doing her thing. Basically, she's egging her on, because she's young-minded, and it's like, this is disrespectful. Rich is over there in the corner like, what's going on? Look at Rich. Check out Rich, like, little creepy ass look. Let me see. Look at Rich creepy ass looking at her like arguing with dude. Like, see, I told you, why you arguing with him? Come with me. You'll be in my penthouse. You'll be in my condo. You could ride the car with me. Remember what he did to Anais? Look at Rich looking over there. He looks so creepy over there. He looks so creepy over there looking at Jeniski like, come on, man. And Rich Dollaz, don't even start with me. Rich Dollaz, I was like, don't even start. Rich Dollaz is over here. You know, now she's doing dances or whatever. She's trying to annoy the women or whatever because it's disrespectful. How you going to come up there and show out when your man done told you that there's going to be people that he's trying to sign her and he didn't even put the event together. So we got Rich Dollaz talking about, oh my God, I got all these important elite people, you know, OGs coming through and they're not here for any drama or anything like that. I was like, Rich Dollaz, why are you sitting there lying? They know anything to do with you, Rich Dollaz, is going to be drama. If they know that Love and Hip Hop cameras is on, there's going to slightly be a taste of drama. They just hoping the drama don't go their way. They sign forms to make sure that y'all don't bring no drama to them, but they'll be around to watch the drama. I was like, Rich, you better get out of here with that bullshit. He was like, we never have any problems like this. This is so embarrassing. Every event you have, Rich Dollaz, is always drama. So stop playing with us, Rich. Stop playing with us. Stop playing with us, Rich. We ain't here for that bullshit. I was like, Rich, why are you lying? She know her man ain't loyal. You right about that, love bug. Tony, Mary, you be telling it like it is. Levon, Rich wants Jeniski to rub some Bengay on his knees. I know he does. He wants a shoulder massage. Lutz, hey, what's up? What's going on? I was like, Rich Dollaz, you better sit here and stop playing. Every event that you have, it's always been a problem. It was like all these industry people are here, and you know they don't want any drama. This stuff is gonna scare them away. They're there. They know Love and Hip Hop cameras are on. They're there for the cameras. They don't give a shit about your artists, other than Corey Guns. Or they was looking at her like she was a piece of meat, and it was just like, oh, you know, Rich is gonna do what he's gonna do. But Rich is funny. Rich was telling Jeniski, you was about to get beat up. He was like, girl was about to mollywop you. Jonathan was like, I was scared for you. I didn't know what was gonna happen. And Rich keep looking at her so creepy. Rich, are you in love again? Are you in love again? You know Rich. Rich is always in love with anybody under the age of 21. I mean, anybody that's 21, anybody that's 18, to 25, 26. Because Rich be reaching it. I know. Rich be doing it, though. For real, Lutz. Rich be doing it. Rich has kept the same game plan since the beginning, and it hasn't changed. Only person... what's her name? There's only one of his artists that he didn't do her wrong and he didn't try to sleep with her. I forgot her name. She was signed to 50 Cent. I can't think of her name right now. So Jonathan, this is where Jonathan, he's about to fall. He gets up to walk away and he almost falls flat on his face. Jonathan's back on that shit. And we're going to see a whole lot of craziness from Jonathan pretty soon. Rich is in lust again. You know he is. He's in lust. I wish Monique would pop up on Rich again. Captain Rich, you know he is. But Rich, and then on top of that, Jonathan was like, oh, Rich is this, Rich is that, and he didn't want him with Anais, but yet he introduced Rich to Jeniski. So basically, Jonathan's going to be in everybody's, storyline, and that's how he plays the game, just like that, and he stayed lit on the show, because he's going to be in Chrissy, because he's friends with Chrissy, he's going to be in Yandy situation, he's going to be with Rich and, Jeniski situation, and he's going to be in Erica Mena, and, Sin situation. So he's playing the game. At least he's playing the game. And so we get, Safaree get caught out here again. Basically, he did invite Yandy, but he really didn't. He wasn't really sure if he should invite her or not. But he knows that Erica Mena don't mess with her. And he didn't really want her there either. He was hoping that she was going to cop a plea and cop out. And she did. But yeah, he should have already told Erica Mena that I did invite her, but I'll uninvite her. Or I did invite her, but, I'll take the invitation back or whatever. So now Erica Mena looks stupid because, Yandy's going to bring up the past. That's what Yandy does, the past. Yandy's gonna bring up, you talked about me and my husband, but we know she's not married. You talked about me and Mendices. And so basically, she's on that situation. And, and so Erica apologized. So that was cool for Erica to apologize, because Erica has been talking, mad shit about Yandy. And Yandy was like, yeah, you said we're going to have a fake wedding. We're going to have a broke wedding. We're going to have a chicken wedding and all types of stuff. They wasn't going to have no broke wedding. Mendici's out here slanging. He was. And so this is Mena calling, Yandy's wedding fake a joke, but they didn't get married. So she was actually right. But, some people think the same thing about Mena's wedding. So right now, Yandy feels a certain type of way. Yandy was like, oh my God, did I bust you off there, Safaree? And Safaree just got this dumb look on his face, like he's caught like a deer in headlights, like he don't know what to do or what to say, like he be doing way too much, for real. And so Erica, now she's chastising him. It's like, it almost seems like Erica is raising a child, a son, the way that, she deals with Safaree. And that might be a problem. Y'all, I'm fine tonight. Olivia, thank you, Yvonne. Olivia, yeah, that's her name. Her name is Olivia. Yeah, she was the only one that I can remember that he didn't dog out and do wrong, or he didn't end up sleeping with them, or basically, end up beefing with them. Jonathan is a player. He is. That poor baby. He loots. Rich should be ashamed. He has a daughter. I know, we already went through this. When I see Rich's daughter on TV, I was like, Rich, your daughter's the same age as the girls that you messing with. And she's out here raising. And I was so pissed at Rich last year. I was like, your daughter's out here raising her brothers and sisters and trying to make good grades, while you out here running the streets with these little kids, and they living in an abusive home. Their mama's getting beat and all that other stuff, and you don't know what's going on with your daughter. Like, damn, I was so pissed. Yes, Mary Jane, you got this. You cracking up. Oh, I didn't even know. So we're talking about, so she's over there. It's like she's training Safaree to be a man. So if this is any type of, situation that Nicki Minaj has done, when you already know why does Safaree look depressed? Why does he look sad? And Mena's trying to hold on, because Mena started off the season, oh, my father, I don't want to, make fun of this situation. She was like, my father, he passed, and I believe he sent Safaree here to protect me. I was like, your father didn't do that. Your father did not do that. Rich's daughter is up for grabs. Yes. I just hope she's okay, because, she was dealing with the mother going to jail. I don't know if the charges got dismissed. She was raising her brothers and sisters, and she had to drop out of school. Excuse me. She had to drop out of school. Sorry about that. She had to drop out of school. Like, that was just a whole, shady situation. And watching Rich Dollaz run through these streets and act up when he was acting up with all these ladies, and his daughters was going through that situation. So, it is what it is. So it seems like Mena, it seems like she's training Safaree to be the man that she wants him to be. It doesn't seem like Safaree is actually, learning quick enough or fast enough. And I just don't understand why he can't express how he feels and say what he needs to say. Hey, listen, I did invite Yandy. Like, what's going, why you gotta lie? If you gotta lie about little dumb shit like that, that means that there are worse lies out there. That means there's way more shit going on that you will lie about that is ridiculous. If you lie about, oh no, I didn't go in the refrigerator and get juice, like, come on. Like, and then, Mena, she's feeling a certain time way. She was like, I just, scratched up the prenup. I was like, they got, Safaree and Erica got money, but they don't got money like that to where they need a prenup. They probably could make it like that if it seems like they sabotage each other, because if that story is actually true about Mena trying to, expose Nicki Minaj nudes, and I don't know if she got them from Safaree or whatever the case is, that's a bad situation. And then Safaree, how he's been playing himself out here, as a whole nother situation. It's like they kick their own self. And it is what it is. You see how Monique, she's leaving, Love and Hip Hop, Hollywood, but she left it on a nice way. Mena was like, I'm leaving because I'm getting with Bow Wow. I'm gonna do bigger and better things, and it didn't happen. Now she's back, So it's all about how you do things. Jocelyn, she was wilding out, and she was left because of Mona, but now she's back. So we're gonna say it seems like Love and Hip Hop, Miami's going to be good, but it's only because of the previews, and I don't know if it's going to be good, because they only put the best things in the little trailer, and then you have to wait almost a whole season, or it's absolutely nothing. Erica raising a child already, that comes with baby oil, that baby coconut oil, for real. I was like, it just seems like, it seems like she really wants it to happen, and she's really searching for love too as well. But she also has characteristics that are not too, she's very dominant, and she's controlling it, and that's what everybody is saying about the situation. She should know damn well that Safaree does not want Yandy, and Yandy don't want Safaree. So Yandy ain't messing with no broke dude. I'm not saying Safaree's broke like that, but she ain't got enough money for Yandy. He don't got enough money for Yandy. And there are two age brackets, total different age brackets. And, she's with Mendices, and Safaree's cool with Mendices. It seems like Safaree doesn't know how to speak up and talk for herself, or actually express how he feels. It's like sometimes, like Ray J, and he was in Love and Hip Hop, Hollywood, they test Safaree's like, come on. And then Joe tested him, but now they're friends again. So we're going to see what happened with that situation. But, Erica Mena is being very messy when it comes to trying to hook Tahirah up with Joe, knowing damn well Joe don't like anybody. He's not going to date any woman past 27. And, Tahirah does not want Joe no more. She just being shady to get back at Cyn. But why? Why she beefing with Cyn? Like, why you want to do that to Cyn? What she do to you, girl? Like, the shit's over. It's been a long... You want Rich to let it go? Let it go with Cyn. Because what if somebody was trying to hook... She wouldn't like that. And that is shady. Shady. And plus, they just having a baby. And girl, you are pregnant with a baby. You will, and if you and Safaree split, you will want people to bring him to you, not push him away from you. So that is shady, and that's low down. Now, that's something that you can have a big argument about, because you're trying to make sure my family never comes back together. You know what I'm saying? So that's how, Cyn can really have a real beef with, Erica Mena. But the Chrissy and Yandy beef, they need to stop it. They need to sit down with referees. They need to stop it. Safaree seems soft. Oh, yeah, he's soft all day. Toya, hey, I just wish they would give Rich a new story. Like, he's never going to leave that story. Like, I was sitting back. I was like, this is the same shit he's been doing for the past 10 years. Rich does this to whoever he's going to mentor. The only one who didn't try it last season was 100% woman. Yes, that was what's her name. That's the only person he did shit on or try to get into their pants. Was what's her name? I can't think of her name. The lady that lied on what's his name, right there, Chinging it, lady that lied on Chinging, and I really messed up his career. Nola Von have you Lutz, Safaree seems soft. Mary, do you have a Facebook or Twitter? Yeah, I got Facebook and Twitter. It should be, it's not, you know what, it's on my main video on my page. Let me see if I can bring it up. So I'm like, this shit is just fugazi, for real. They need to do better. Like, it's like everything is counting on Yandy, and actually, Yandy and, which one is Yandy?
Check out this stainless Whirlpool.
And, what did I do? It seems like Yandy and, what is her name? Chrissy is going to have to carry, the show. And Jonathan is doing his part, though. Jonathan is definitely doing his part. I'll give him that. Jonathan is doing his part. Erica Mena, she's trying her best to do her part too as well, by being shady and trying to hook. Like, yo, why you gotta do that? Like, Erica, like, you wrong for that, girl. You know, if somebody do that to you right now and you got your baby and you pregnant, you'll be hurt. You'll be hurt. Let's see. I don't know what I just did. And then this Pressure situation, oh my God, Pressure, like, you need to do something with your girl. Your girl's doing too much. She's doing way too much. You need to stop cheating on her. Maybe put a ring on her. Maybe get her a job. Get her something to do. And I don't know what you need to do, but she can't be going around, running around trying to fight people for no reason, knowing damn well she can eat that girl up for a snack. Like, she came in there to fight that girl. And why was you holding her hand? And it's just like, yo, what's going on? Like, you guys get a chance to do something, and you got this wild woman acting up. Poor kids, they're going to get made fun of when they go to school. Well, when they go back to school. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get made fun of and shit. And it was just like Yandy got extra songs I never heard. Yandy, she's been, I don't know what artist Yandy really helped other than Jim Jones and working with this set. Anybody else that was signed to her, it seemed like it always went wrong too as well. So it's like the worst thing ever is to, get with one of these people on the show unless they're really into music. And that's why I would say run with Remy, run with Papoose. If I was Jeniski, I would try to get into their books and their corners or whatever. But you know what? She got to take the crumbs that she gonna get right now. And, it is what it is. Shit, I would be like, yo, Fat Joe, what's up? Like, I be trying to film with them. They be wilding. They be on that bull crap. I am officially changing the name to one of them, and has been. I miss Remy Ma this episode. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like we're not getting what we need to get out of these big names on the show. We need them to be filming with them. You know what I mean? But they big, so they don't have to. But I was just like, And now the shit will really be lit if it was actually some truth to Tahirah wanting to be with Joe, and it can actually be a possibility. But we know that's not a possibility because Joe doesn't date older women, in their 30s or whatever. So that shit would have been real. But we know that that's fake. That's not gonna happen. And Joe is with his girl. I know Yandy is the queen of love and hip hop New York. She's been on there for 10 years, right? She's been on there for almost 10 years, right? She never left. Like, so that's why it's like they're making it seem like, I was thinking about this too. That's why they're making it like, Yandy against, the former queen or somebody that was the queen of the show. They were queens together, but Yandy stayed all these years and she just progressed and went up to the top. You know what I mean? And now Chrissy's back. And so now it's just basically, they're making it seem like they're making it more than what it needs to be. Like they're putting them against each other like, Chrissy's coming to take Yandy's spot. And so basically Yandy's defensive, but Yandy be throwing shade too as well. But we'll see what happens with this situation. But that dude Greg be lying. I mean, it's not a good look so far. So they need to hurry up and clear this up. Because if anybody wanted to invest in that company, and they're trying to invest in that company, and they're going to that company because of Chrissy, and they're saying this shit online, like that's bad for business. Yandy said she's doing business. He said he ain't doing business. Yandy said I'm doing business in a different name. And Chrissy was like, oh. Chrissy was pissed. She was like, why would you want to stop my bags? Because you bite the hand that feeds you and you're disrespectful and I don't want to do business with you. I was like, Lord have mercy. If Yandy had some balls, she would have went in. But yet she just got up and went to her confessional to talk shit. Chrissy gave that job up. She gave that job up long time ago. She even gave up the job of being Jim Jones' girl. She gave up the job of being Jim Jones' wife. She don't want to be his wife. She don't want to be his girl. Shit, she don't even want to live in the same city as him. For real. When Yandy would do something, yeah. Chrissy gave that job up. Yes, she did. Chrissy is Dipset all day, every day. Loots. Chrissy looking for an excuse to pop Yandy in the mouth. You know she is. She is. But she has to stay focused on the plan, and the plan is for her and Jim Jones to get this bag and see what they can pop off. She's promoting her business, and Jim probably is going to be promoting something pretty soon too as well. But she wants to hit Yandy. Because she never got a chance to hit Yandy. And it's just like, she's still, it's still that animosity going on. It's almost like, there was a tug of war back in the day with Jim. Where was there any physical thing going on between Jim and Yandy? Or was there any attraction going on? Was there any acting like, how people act like, oh, you're my work husband, or I'm your work wife? Was there any type of situation like that going on that we didn't get to see? Because it's just way too much animosity and just so much like lingering on in that shit. Like, oh Lord. She wants to drag Yandy all day, every day. But Yandy was taking boxing lessons, and she was training with her cousin at the gym. Remember? So Yandy, she know that Taekwondo, that Taekwondo Fu, baby. So she gonna get it in. I don't know if she gonna win, but it just seemed like Chrissy just gonna pick her up, boom, and you just sit on top of her. That's what it seemed like that's gonna happen. Rich is old to creep when he got diabetes. He better watch his blood sugar. Yeah, he's watching it. He looks healthy. Chrissy is petty. Yandy F a bag for Jim Jones. Eliminate your opportunity. Never underestimate your opponent. Yep, never underestimate your opponent, because you never know what they might. You never do that. Never do that. You have to figure out each and every way that they would try to get you. That way you can plan for their demise. But and I don't think, like, Yandy's crew that she's with. I don't think they happy that Erica Mena and Chrissy's back. I don't think they want them there. And they would deal. I don't. This just thing is just jiggling. I don't think they even really want Kimbella there, but they can push her around. And right now she really can't be pushed around because she has Yandy that has her. I mean, not Yandy. She has Chrissy to have her back. But Chrissy knows that Kimbella's scared, and Kimbella don't want it with her too as well. But Kimbella know that Jonathan be faking on her, Yandy be faking on her, and Sin is not really her friend, and she's not really cool with Erica Mena, so she's not cool with Erica Mena because she fought Erica Mena. So basically she chose the best one to actually team up with, and that was Chrissy. And plus she's going through the same thing that Jim Jones is going through, because her house was foreclosed, and then they made payments, get the house back together. They're supposed to make, I think it was $7,500 a month, and they couldn't afford it, so they evicted him. So it is what it is. Kimbella is hated. Kimbella is extra cute. I like Kimbella. She grew on me like a long time ago. After, she grew on me when she told the horrific story of her with, what's his name? The dude that's locked up. Jewels. When she told that story about Jewels and how he was strung out and how she was taking care of the kids and everything, and he wouldn't help her out. He was just in la la land because, when you strung out, you strung out. You know what I mean? And so that shit was just so sad. And you could tell, like, every season that she tried to put on a good show, and, Yandy knew it. And so, like, everybody probably knew that, he was strung out. We didn't know because we don't be following him. We don't be chilling with him. So we don't know, but they know. And then after that, what happens? Jim Jones gets caught with bottles of, drugs and pills and shit like that. And he hasn't put no music out. So, they was having a problem with that situation with the drugs. Kimbella is extra and she needs to stay in her place. Tony, why you so mean? What's so wrong is when Jonathan is cracking on Kimbella. He'd be like, oh, Kimbella, you look so beautiful. I love your hair. I love the stripes you have on. I love the rainbow. And doing as soon as he get pissed, oh, look at her nasty looking hair. Look at that ensemble outfit she got on. He is so extra. He is so wrong because he's back on them drugs. Levon, Kimbella hasn't gotten past Yandy throwing her under the bus about seeing her to turn up a Mendici kid's birthday. But that was one thing. And then the other thing about, a situation that happened over there in Costa Rica. So Jonathan is so shady. He is forever shitting on Kimbella. Kimbella is like really living, shit. She's living hard. Jewels is gone. And the Tims are gone. And she's, the property's gone. Where do you think she's living at? Whose house do you think she's living in with them kids? Like, she got all them kids and he's locked up. He's not making any money. I don't know if they own their royalties. I don't know if they own their masters. They're making any type of money. Jim Jones hasn't even reached out to, homeboy that's locked up in jail. And that's why she really got offended. People don't understand that. Kimbella got offended when Yandy was talking about, Jim's situation that's related to Chrissy's, because she was going through the same thing at the same damn time. So it is Kimbella. But Jonathan is so messed up. He just be dissing Kimbella so bad. He be talking about her so bad. I just be like, it's just way too much. So tomorrow, babies, we're going to go live. Tomorrow I'm going to try my best to go live, get out of work early, and we're going to do a year in review and a decade in review. So bring your questions, bring the topics, bring the people's names that we want to talk about and discuss, things that happened over a decade, the people that we lost, the good things that happened. Let's just talk about the whole year, baby. Give me some ideas. Come into the chat and tell me, because I'm going to pick out a bunch of things, but I'm probably not going to pick out everything that everybody's going to want to talk about. And we're just going to chill, have a good time until, I decide to run the streets. So we're going to go live tomorrow. I think we're going to go live around like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, around that time. I'll put a post on my community wall, but we're definitely going to go live and do a year in review and talk about music, talk about artists, talk about anything and everything that we want to talk about that went down back in the day. And now we're starting a whole new decade because we're entering 2020 and we here, baby. So please call in. I'm going to have the call in number. Call in, talk, whatever. Let's get it popping, baby. We can talk about anybody and everybody. Nobody's off limits. and a lot of people be talking about, oh my God, you like this person, or you like that person the most. No, anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. As far as like when you're watching the show and you see like things that are happening, like, oh, I think that's kind of messed up. Oh no, but maybe that happened. Like, it's not like who has a favorite. To these people don't. No, teeth, you are so messed up. You're talking about Chrissy can't drag her. Chrissy's just from the hood. Like she never heard all black hoodies and ski masks. Yeah. I will praise dancing in the Lord's name in church. Amen. I remember my mother used to bring us to the church back every New Year's. We went to church. You know what? God is good. Amen. God is good all the time. You're supposed to bring, back in the day, like that was taught to us, you're supposed to bring in the New Year's with the Lord, baby. The Lord. And we was in church, all night long. But we would go to church dressed up, and it'd be like so many kids like us too there at church. So we'd be having a good time. But my older brothers, they would never go. They used to go like for the first 3 years, and after that they stopped. But we used to always, bring in, the New Year's at church. They would have food cooking, basically to keep everybody in the community safe, because there was a lot of, some people will shoot guns in the air, police brutality, and just stuff to keep you safe, to make sure that you make it to the next day, because you could be, there's a lot of people that I know growing up that were chilling, and it was like New Year's Eve, like we talk whatever, we're gonna chill, or like I'm leaving school and it's a Friday, I'll see you, when we get back, and you hear that they was fatally killed or they was in a car accident or something like that. So be safe, be blessed, have the power of protection over you, have your God protecting you, have whatever you believe protect you, for real. I know. Enjoy yourself, Love Bug, the queen number one. Thank you, girl. She's going to church. She's going to do the Jesus, baby. I don't blame you. Especially if you got people in the church can sing, like, oh my God, if you can sing, and then you got a good choir, and then just a good environment too as well. You used to just always be, it was a bunch of teenagers, we were all in church, like everybody, even some of the people that people would say, oh, they were street dudes, whatever, they would be sitting up in church with us. We was in church, baby, but I go to the street tomorrow. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with bringing your family up in church. It ain't not like, a lot of my friends, they wouldn't leave the house until 12 midnight after New Year's passed, and then we would go out because they wanted to make sure they brought the New Year's in with their family and their children and everything like that. Like, we made sure that foundation was set. Now it's time to go. Yes, God's always get the glory. Amen. You got to give somebody the glory. And you give yourself glory, give glory to God, but you got to give glory. You got to have peace. You got to have a peace of mind, baby. Ain't nothing like a peace of mind. Ain't nothing like that. Ain't nothing like being comfortable and being at ease, knowing that you can take care and handle any situation that comes your way because you're ready, you're prepared, you're confident, and you have the tools to do that. And a lot of people don't have tools to deal with a lot of different situations. That's why, we see some people act up and go crazy. And I was just watching this video recently, and they tried to abduct this black girl on the subway. A white guy tried to abduct her. She was sitting down with her man, and it was on the subway, and then he kept tapping her, and then he grabbed her off the train, and he was trying to carry her. She started to scream, and her boyfriend was sitting right next to her. Her boyfriend was sleeping. He was acting like he didn't even know what was going on. I was like, what kind of man is that? Like, your man is scared. Like, let me tell you, if I was sitting next to, listen, whoever I picked to be my man, he already knows what's up. So if I'm sitting next to him and there's a guy, pick me up and try to kidnap me, and he's gonna be like, oh, what happened? He didn't do nothing. He was just like lost in the sauce. Like, no, you need to let him go because your man's supposed to be your protector, especially if he's out in public and he ain't got your back and you sitting together. You got people, you got to wake up and know who you are dating. Know the people that you are messing with. Understand these people because these people could be detrimental to your life. You know what I'm saying? But the dude that did this, you know, the recording, you know, somehow went to Instagram and kind of like went viral. And, you know, some other dudes, some other black dudes, they saw the Caucasian guy. This guy was like really tall. He was like probably like 6'1". He was a good solid, like, you know, 285. And they end up catching him, and then that was it. You know, it went down like that. But imagine that guy, you know, just walking behind, you know, a girl or, you know, and snatching her up. And it's just really important to just pay attention to your children and make sure, like, you know, somebody's there at the bus stop or, like, you know, I don't know. I get so nervous when I see all the little kids walk around sometimes, especially at nighttime. Like, it's just be like, damn, like, it ain't safe out here. But it is what it is. I will go in on some bullshit. Each one teach one. Yes, you have to. Yeah, it is scary, but if you teach your children how to protect yourself, that's the number one thing. And then, you know, to walk on certain side of the street so they can face traffic and they can see who's coming up against them, and they don't have their headphones on, so they're paying attention, because there are just some cases where parents cannot pick their children up from school or be at the bus stop because they're out there working. They're out there handling their business, or maybe they don't even have parents. You know what I'm saying? But, like, you know, it is what it is. But teach your kids, teach yourself too as well. Always protect yourself. Have your armor of God, your armor of whatever you protect yourself with, and then also, you know, have techniques to protect you, because you just have to. You just never know. This is crazy. I'm glad he got caught. Yeah, he got caught. He actually got street justice, and then on top of that, he had got caught. And I was going to cover the video, but I was at work when I seen it. Too many kids be getting kidnapped. Yes, sir. That blouse is so gorgeous. Thank you, Miss Lakers. I appreciate it. For real. Thank you so much. Like, yeah, it's crazy. But, guys, I'm going to let you go because I have to get up early. And then on top of that, I want to get together all the things that about the, you know, the year in review too as well. And then talk and get all that stuff together. And then on top of that, you know, it's New Year's Eve, baby. Thank you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top. We're going to bring others with us. So please always hit that bell. Like, yo, we here. We here, baby. We will be here tomorrow. We'll be here after the day after. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Like, you know what? Yo, we got through 2019. I don't know what y'all been through, but I know I've been through some shit. Thank you so much, Queen Love Bug. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. We got through some shit. Like, we made it through 2019. For real, for real. We made it through like 2019. I don't know how it was, but I was going through some things, baby. Peep Squad is in the building, and may you guys all be blessed and have your dreams come true too as well. Don't ever give up. Don't ever be in despair. Just know that one day it's going to work itself out, and actually you can make it work out even faster. Just believe in yourself, baby. Once you believe in yourself, I don't care what limitations you have, what disabilities you have, you can overcome. You the power of the mind, the power of you taking control, like it's endless. It's endless. So don't ever stop. My peeps, my peoples, thank you, Loops82. Blessed wishes to all you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in a building, baby. We going to the top. We're going to bring others with us. And we blessed, baby. We blessed. And we highly favored all the time. Peace. I'm out. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples.